Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Derek Lawson's Level Up Travel. You know I love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general. Love to talk about cash back. Love to talk about those programs like the hotel programs, airline programs. Love to talk about the credit card programs. And I love to talk about travel. Today I am actually on the road for work. Right now I'm somewhere between Pocatello, Idaho, and Twin Falls, Idaho. Beautiful scenery. Really nice, but a little bit boring. So when I have hours on the road, sometimes it can be a little bit boring. But anyway, that's why I figured maybe I'll try to do a video on the top 10 credit cards of 2023. So just want to let you know I am. The criteria is it has to be pretty much not like a not branded card because they're too niche for me. Like a hotel credit, not that I don't like them, but hotel credit cards, airline credit cards are pretty much out. If they're branded some way, I kind of put them out. I'm really looking for those unbranded cards, ones that maybe earn a rewards program point, like American Express membership rewards points, or Capital One miles, or cash back, city thank you points, those kind of thing, built miles. So those are the kind of things that we're looking for. So just keep in mind when we're talking about that. And definitely as I'm going along, if you think of a card that, hey, I missed it, you let me know. But let's get right into the top 10. We'll start with number 10, and we're talking about and by the way, very high level, I'm not going to go super into each card. The premier card from Citibank. So the reason why it's number 10 is 10 is great. That's a great card, and I think you should get it. Great sign-up bonus right from the start, and it covers all three major categories: gas, grocery, eating out. The negative parts of it doesn't have travel protection, or else it might be a lot higher. $95 annual fee. You have a way to go through the travel portal and get $100 credit if you stay at a hotel and book it through there, and you spend a certain amount of money on that booking. You can recover that $100 annual fee, but even if not, $95 annual fee is pretty solid. But the fact that it earns either 1% cash back on that or Citi thank you points, really awesome card to have. Let's go with number 9 now, the Bilt MasterCard. The only reason, honestly, it's not higher on the list is it doesn't have a sign-up bonus, but it's a really great card. You can pay for rent, and they'll actually get rid of that fee. So if you ever rented, if you try to pay with a credit card through their portals, a lot of them won't even let you do it through a portal if it's like you're renting from mom and pop. But if you're renting from like a corporation, they'll have like a portal and you can go on and pay your bill, but there's like a 3% fee to pay with a credit card. That gets rid of that. The Bilt actually gets rid of that, and it actually gives you an additional 1 point, which is really great for renters. And if you are renting, this is a definite card you want to get. The other great part about it is 2x on travel, 3x on eating out, and it has amazing transfer partners. I don't know how they got American Airlines, but there's other great ones too, like Hyatt. But I don't know how they got American Airlines, where American Express and Citi, Citi and Chase Ultimate Rewards have been in this game for a long time, a lot longer than them. They couldn't get American Airlines, and they did, so that's crazy, right? But really great card, and I definitely recommend it. So next one is the Cash Plus from US Bank. Now, this is one that you can pick your category every month. You can pick the same ones every single month, which is great. The reason why I love the card is because it's 5% cash back on those categories you pick, and you can only pick the ones they have, but they have some interesting categories that you can pick, and you can pick 2 that are relevant that are 5% cash back. So the great ones that I love are you can pick utilities like electric. It's all like electric, gas, and all the utilities that you have on your house. So you can pick multiple ones. It will cover multiple categories like gas and that. So that's really amazing. So that's one category you can pick and get 5% cash back. There's no other cards that cover these categories, and 5% is lucrative enough that you don't want to use, say, your Venture X at 2x, right? So I think it's a really awesome card. The other category that I always use is is the one for streaming. Well, streaming is a small part of it. Cable, and cable and that kind of thing. So and internet, right? So you can pick that. That's a significant bill that you can pay every month. And by the way, you can pay some of the times these categories, because they have a whole bunch of them. You can pay all in one quarter. I think you get $2,500 a quarter to get this 5% on, right? So you can, like, say you could pick gym membership, right? Pay that for the year, $2,500, and then move on to another category, right? The next quarter, you can switch the category. So that's another strategy you can use. I honestly just hold it all the time on electric and utilities. I use the utility one, and I use the one for cable and internet and streaming. And that really covers a good amount, and really fills in the blanks on my other credit cards, and getting that 5%. So that's why I love the Cash Plus, and I think it's for everybody. If you're a cash person, or if you're a more of a rewards program guy or girl, then I really think it's a great card for everybody to have, even though it's a cashback card, just because those interesting and unique categories that can fill in the blanks on getting the most earned out of your card. So next one is a custom cash from Citibank. Really amazing card. There is a restriction on it though, so it's 5% cash back on one category, the biggest spot you spend. So you want to use this only for that one category to get the most out of it. So pick groceries, or pick eating out, or pick gas, and you get up to $500. You get 5% cash back. Great strategy on this. If you have other Citi cards, after you get your Citi custom cash, right, your first one, then transfer those product switch. Maybe some other Citi's very good at product switches. Maybe switch your double cash to this custom cash, switch your Citi Premier card over to a double cash, and other cards like that. Whatever you could switch over to this, and then assign a category, maybe write on it, this is for gas, this is for groceries, maybe even do 2 for groceries, so you get $1,000 a month. That might be relevant to a lot of people. For me, it would be, actually. So that's one way to use it, but that is the main part about this card. You get the 5% cash back. It can be transferred out to thank you points if you have a thank you point earning credit card. So that can get really, really lucrative if you have that too. So really, really great card, and it has its niche, and I like it. So next one is a Saver One. I talk all the time about the Saver One. Love this credit card. No annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, 3x on groceries, and 3x on eating out, 3x on entertainment and streaming, and then there's an 8% category in the one of the seats things for entertainment that you get a boosted or rewards on. Anyway, that's I don't really use that one. That's why I don't have too much information on it. But I love that part. And then the fact that you can transfer that out to Capital One Miles by moving it over to your Venture X or your Venture One or your Venture card, and get more outsized value if that's what you want to do. And then here's the other part on the earning. Uber, you get Uber One automatically, so it's $9.99 normally, so you get discounts on Uber Eats and on Uber Drive, rides, right? So that's really awesome. And then you get 10x cash back, which you can transfer out to Capital One Miles. So yeah, first you get that Uber One, which gives you discounts, and it's $9.99 a month. They credit you back every month, and then yeah, you get the 10x on Uber rides or Uber Eats. It can really do, and it's unlimited until the contract's out in November 2024. So while it's here, it's an awesome. It makes this card even more awesome. Here's the thing about Uber Eats too: you don't have to have a delivery. You can actually order pickup from places like big chains, especially like Chipotle and stuff like that. Don't charge anything extra, but then you're getting the 10x, right? And then you just go pick it up like you normally would off their site. But other chain restaurants like that too don't mark it up because it's on Uber, because it does cost them a lot of money, but it's great for you. So that's I think number 5 on my list was the Saver One. For those great categories, ability to transfer your miles or cash back into Capital One Miles, amazing. Next one is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'm never gonna have a list without this card on somewhere on that top 5. So really amazing card. I do prefer it over the Chase Sapphire Reserve at the moment, but I do recognize there's many situations where you might want to upgrade into that or get the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But the Chase Sapphire Preferred has a lot of what the Chase Sapphire Reserve has, but at a lower annual fee, and it's only $95 annual fee. You get the 3x on grocery delivery services, you get 3x on dining, 2x on travel, you get 1.25 cents per point on the travel portal, and you have great travel partners with Chase, like Hyatt, like the ultimate one, probably the best one out there, especially how simple it is to use and how much value you can get out of it. They also have some other great transfer partners, but and the portal at 1.25 cents per point, a really nice one. Again, the Chase Sapphire Reserve has 1.5, but then you have to pay more for that. If you have a ton of points and you want to use those functions, then it could be really worth it to use the Reserve over it. But the Chase Sapphire Preferred will be my list for that. And there's a way to cut down that $95 annual fee, by the way, with $50 hotel credit. But you have to do it through their portal, and you have to spend a certain amount. But pretty nice to have that option to reduce that annual fee. And if you commit to it, it can be really worth it. And it's a great card because it also is one of the non-premium cards that has some premium features like primary rental car insurance, has all the travel protections and stuff like that. Really great credit card, especially if you're a traveler. Next one is a Gold Card. Gold Card from American Express. Now, it has a $250 annual fee, but they have these $10 Uber credit every month and $10 dining credit, which you can use for like Grubhub. It is really the choice one to use. $10 credit times 12, so it's $120 for each of these 2 credits, gets you $240. You have to pay attention. It's a little bit of a coupon book, not as bad, maybe some the Platinum Card, but yeah, you can cover this and justify it pretty easily. You can use Grubhub pickup or Uber Eats pickup to use these credits and use it more effectively, so you don't get the markup on the delivery side of it. And I think it's definitely not that hard to keep up with the Gold Card. And then you get 4x. That's a real amazing part about this card. 4x American Express membership rewards points, extremely valuable points on groceries and eating out, and that includes places like Uber and Grubhub, and you'll get 4x on those too. So really amazing card. You'll really like to have this credit card. Has some really good travel protections. Actually, you get 3x on flights booked directly with the airlines, and you can also have some like baggage protections and stuff like that with the card. And they, of course, American Express customer service is number 1. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to get this card, but the 4x on those categories are amazing. Up to $25,000, which is pretty hard for most people to spend on groceries. It's only $25,000 up to $25,000 on groceries. The 4x, it's unlimited on the eating out, but that's a lot of money. So I don't think most people spend more than that on grocery at grocery stores, right? Keep in mind that grocery category is at grocery stores, not groceries. So if you go to Target, it will not count. If you're buying groceries at Target, right, or at Walmart or at Costco, that does not count, right? It's a different category. It's at grocery stores. Okay, just want to make that clear. Next one is the Venture X, an amazing credit card. Number 2 on my list, very close to the number 1 card, but I'm gonna give this a clear number 2. Really love the card. It is a premium card. It is a Visa Infinite card. With all those Visa Infinite benefits like primary rental car protection. It has, all the trip delay and all that stuff, purchase protections, amazing stuff. Has a priority pass, has our own network of lounges, the Capital One lounges, has cell phone protection. Some really great benefits, right? Let's see if there's any more. 10x earning category if you book through their hotel on their hotel through their travel portal and rental cars. Really, really high rate there. You get 5x if you book airlines through their travel portal, and it's a very good travel portal, by the way. So really great earnings there. And then 2x on everything else where Visa is accepted, which is pretty much almost everywhere. No foreign transaction fees either. And these, you can use this as purchase eraser, basically getting a 2% cash back, but a statement credit, not actually cash back, right? And then you can also transfer it out to those transfer partners. 2x is amazing when you're doing that. They have a great sign-up bonus, 75,000 points on, I think, $4,000 spent in 3 months. Check mark there. Yeah, I think we already talked about the lounge access. Really great card, great premium credit card. Can't say enough about it. One of my favorite cards out there. Oh, so the annual fee is $395. They have an easy way to cover this. After the first year, you get 10,000 miles that you can easily just purchase a race and get a $100 credit to cover $100 out of $395. So now you're only left with $295 annual fee, and then you have a travel credit if you book through their travel portal, which is a really great travel portal again. And you book through that travel portal, and you'll get a $300 travel credit every year. So it'll just basically erase that travel purchase. You can book it on the hotel, you can book it on the airline, you can book it on their rental cars, and then you'll get the $300 back, fully covering, and pretty easy to cover that $395 annual fee, and actually less than $5 extra. Now, if you want to, you can also use that 10,000 points, Capital One miles every year that you get to transfer out, and then you'll get even more value, but then it's not, covering that annual fee exactly on credit. So, but you're still getting more value. So it's really a card that covers itself and a little bit more, and then has all these amazing protections. Fantastic card. Number 2 on my list, and is really almost like a 1A on my list. Really love it. So let's go now and with my number 1 card. And it's been for the last few years, but pretty much since I've been doing these videos, the US Bank Altitude Reserve. My number 1 card on the list. It's accessed now everywhere. You don't have to have a business or a banking relationship with US Bank anymore. So you can get it in New York, you can get it in the East Coast, you can get it in these places where US Bank is not really having a big presence. You can just apply for their card. Still think it's good to have a banking relationship. It helps your chances, but you don't have to have it anymore. If you have just pristine credit, you'll get this card. You do have to have really good credit to get this card, and it is one of my favorite cards. The reason why is first of all, it's a Visa Infinite card. We just talked about the Visa Infinite benefits that the Capital One Venture X card has, and they have the same benefits there. Amazing Visa benefits that we just talked about, Visa Infinite benefits. But then they do have a priority pass, but it's not as good as the Capital One Venture X one. But they have 4 priority passes that come for you every year. A lot of people, that will be good enough. The people that travel a lot, that won't be good enough. But it gets you into the priority pass lounges wherever they're present, and it also includes restaurant priority pass lounges, which other ones do. So that I actually use this for myself as a complement to my other priority passes, and I'll use this for the restaurant lounge access, and hopefully I won't see that more than 4 times a year. And when I'm not at a one, I'll use my Venture X priority pass to go to the regular priority pass lounges, the more traditional priority pass lounges. And that's how I use it. It also could just be your primary one that if you don't travel that often. Are you serious? This person just totally cut me off. Anyway, so let's go on to some more benefits. So the reason why you want this card is not quite yet, but 3x on travel is a big reason to have this. It's 3x is solid on for any travel card. No foreign transaction fees, so you can book any kind of travel, general travel, and get 3x. Through the travel portal, you'll get 5x if you book hotels and rental cars through their travel portal, and you'll still get the 3x if you're doing the flights. But that's not even the superpower of the card yet. And here is the best non-category spend or category, you can say either one, out of any card. And this is the superpower, one of the two superpowers of this card is that you get 3x on mobile wallet payments. This is incredible. It covers so far. I think I've done other videos and I say they cover about 80% of your purchases, and now I think it's about 90%. Most of the places where they don't have the ability to use mobile wallet payments, and this is tapping, you can either tap your card, right, that has that little symbol, right? Place that you can do that means you can also use Apple Pay and tap your phone. You just download the card to your mobile wallet payment, and then you get 3x everywhere it works. Fantastic. It's places that you would never get any kind of bonuses on, like Costco, like IKEA, so many places, mom and pop. I go to, sometimes I'll have it at my doctor's office, dental office. They'll have that function. Even now, Rocky Mountain Power has added it. I used to go to Kroger, or our version in Utah of Kroger was Smith's, right? They didn't have it, now they do. So that's another spot where I have groceries. So it's expanded, and it keeps expanding. You'll find that more and more places are going to take this as we go. It might even get to 100% very soon, or 99%. It's still about 50% online, and that's growing too. You do have to use your phone with your mobile wallet payment to use it. Unless you can download the mobile wallet payment into your computer. I'm not sure if you can, maybe to an Apple or something like that, or whatever. Samsung Pay also works, by the way, and other forms of pay. PayPal does not work, right? But anywhere where you can tap your phone, you can use mobile wallet payment 3x. This is just a huge blanket category. I kind of use it as my everyday category spend. If it's able to use it there, I use it. And it covers so much. The fact that you can go to Best Buy, use it, right, and have you can have the purchase protection, the extra warranty because of Visa using a Visa Infinite card, incredible, right? And then here's the thing: that 3x is worth 4.5% as a statement credit. Kind of, I say cash back sometimes, but it's really a statement credit. So really easy to get back on their travel portal. You can use it for booking travel at 1.5 cents per point, so that 3x becomes 4.5% statement credit, right? Or you can use it on the real-time rewards if you're booking travel. So an example would be book a Delta flight, book a Uber ride, not Uber Eats, but Uber ride, right? And you get 1.5, you get a redemption at 1.5%, especially on Uber rides. Very, very interesting because you can't usually use that, right? It's a special spot to use it, right? Here's the thing though, you can either do it on these things in their natural form, or you could just go ahead and say book that Delta flight for just less than the amount of points you have, because you have to have the amount of points. So if it's a $1,000 flight, you have to have $1,000 worth of rewards there, right? Or it won't trigger it, the real-time rewards. And the real-time rewards comes as a text message saying, do you want to redeem it? You want to redeem this many points at 1.5 cents per point. You say redeem, right? Right, done, right? You get 1.5 cent redemption. Really incredible. The thing is, if you book the Delta flight or any other airline, they always give you 24 hours to cancel. So you could just book it and then immediately cancel the flight, and they will give you back, of course, that pending transaction will never become a real transaction, but then you'll instantly get real-time rewards credit, and it comes instantly. You'll get a real-time rewards credit that will stand. They will not take it back. It's in the terms and conditions. If that happens, they just leave you with the value that you've already gotten. So incredible way to get your rewards now, because money now is better because of inflation and all that stuff. It's always good to have it now. If you want to book that that flight later on or that vacation, hey, just use it later on. You know, use the cash later on. You've had it in your account and you've been able to use it all this time, so it's better to have it now, and that's why I liked it. The other reason why I like this card is it's a $400 annual fee, which of course I don't love, right? But they have a $325 credit. That is the easiest credit. It can be used on travel or dining, right? And a lot of times you'll be able to use a 3X the whole time, and then you'll, on top of it, you'll get the $325 travel credit, making an effective annual fee of $325. From my experience, the actual month before they actually charge your annual fee, they'll start giving you the credits. So by the time the annual fee comes, you'll already get the $325 credit for that year, and it really feels like only a $75 annual fee. Other ways to make it up, but man, I'd say on average, I get like $200 cash back or statement credits every month from this card, just because it's such a broad category and you're getting such a high rate of return on it. And I spend a lot, so just having a family now, you spend a lot. So anyway, that is my list. Fantastic list. But one more thing on the Altitude Reserve, because of the way that the credits that you have, the $325, you can use it on dining, right? And you can redeem these points the way I told you, not just for travel, but you can just do basically a phantom reservation on Delta or Uber and just get the credit and not actually take the trip. Makes you be able to redeem it like that. You don't even have to travel. So this can be for people that don't travel or travel, and you'll still get tons of value out of this card. And that's why I really love this card. So anyway, that is my top 10. What is a card that you think I missed? Because I'm sure there's something. I mean, it might be better to you, or it might be something that these cards might be great for me, but I might not be thinking of what would be good for everybody, right? So I tried to, but I'm not perfect, right? No one is. So is there anything on the list that you guys think I should have added? Do you think that some of these cards are just terrible and shouldn't be on any list, or what do you think? Or maybe the order I put them in, maybe you think one of the cards or many of the cards should have been higher. Let me know in the comments down below. I always read them, you know that. And please like the channel. I mean, like the video. Sorry, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Sorry to every time I do come out with a video, you'll be the first to know. Hey, thanks for coming along on this ride with me, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.